Okay, let's take a look at lesson 2.12, the actual assessment. If you have not seen 2.11 or the first part of 2.12 with the lesson explanation, go back and look at those. For this, you've got two activities. You've got a discussion voice activity and you've got a writing activity. So here's what we're going to do. First, let's look at the discussion voice activity. Now, remember, if you could please do us a favor and not put it in the discussion board, go ahead and put it in the assessments. We really appreciate that. But you do need to go here in order to find it, okay? So in order to find it. So the first thing here, it says, number one, look under Ms. Borges, it says, introduce yourself to your classmates in Spanish using vocabularies from 1 and 2. Include your name and 2 adjectives to describe yourself. Also use any 2 AR verbs, that's what you're doing in 211 and 212, to tell what you do after class. So again, you could say, I listen to music, I study, I play the piano, whatever sort of things that you might want to say. And then in English, tell the reasons why you're taking the course, okay? So again, it says to put it on the discussion area. It says read and respond to another student's comments. We're not going to do that part, so you are exempted from doing that section there, okay? But I do want you to tell your teachers, tell us why you're taking this course and all of this information in Spanish, which is very important. And this one is actually not a voice activity, it is a writing activity, okay? So it's a written discussion as opposed to the voice discussion. So make sure you pay attention to that. Okay, so let's go ahead, after you've done that and you've put it in the assessment tab, not in the discussion group, you're going to go back and we're going to look at the writing part of this activity. So for this assessment, that was the first part, and it says a voice activity, but remember we just checked and it looked like, and it is a writing activity. And writing activity here, it says write a logical subject or subject pronoun and a verb. Now these are verbs that you know, that you've learned in the last 2 modules. Do not use any other verbs for the following pictures. Make sure you pay attention so that the verb ending matches the subject or subject pronoun you use. For example, we've got this pictures of this girls here. So you could say, that actually there's girls and boys, notice here. So we said los chicos, the boys and girls. You could also just say ellos, they, that's fine. Okay, so that's your subject. And then you're taking the verb cantar, to sing, and you're changing it, you're conjugating it, and you're adding the ending that matches ellos or los chicos. It's the same. So you could say either los chicos cantan or ellos cantan. Okay, if you're not sure how to conjugate verbs, again, go back to the 2.11 lesson and or videos. Okay, so go ahead and look at those sort of things. So you've got your discussion, you've got your writing activity, and you've got a quiz to take when you are all done with this. And if we go back here and again, remember, please submit your discussion activity under your assessments if you would. That would be wonderful. All right, thank you very much.